Kinda.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Somers Town Board Work Session starting here at 7:04, Thursday, June 5th, 2025. I'll make a motion to open up public comment.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is anybody here for public comment? No one here for public comment? Then I'll make a motion to close out public comments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, on to business of the town board. First, for today, update, we do have a proclamation for LGBTQ plus Pride Month. Mark, I believe that you're here. You want to come up and say a few things, or do you want to say anything today? All right, we'll give you that.
All
around you.
Turn the other way. Turn out towards
That
the
way.
clock.
Yeah, that
Go.
one.
There you
Back.
go.
Mr. Supervisor, honorable town board members, and woman of distinction. It took them so long to recognize that. We all knew you were a
Hey,
woman.
what's up with you?
And I can't remember your name. Linda, okay. It is great to see all of you again. I'm here to thank all of you, and especially the Supervisor Scarano, for our third annual proclamation, Somers as Pride Month. It shows Somers as a town that welcomes all its residents in the celebration. In recent years, we've had more and more of these throughout Westchester. I was at one in White Plains Sunday. I know there's one in Lewisboro. Probably Brewster and Yorktown will have it again. The reason we celebrate June is that on June 28th, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn in Greenwich Village, which is still there, LGBT people who had become tired of police harassment fought back. By some protests, it was not a terrible fight, but it was actually a fight. And that began the movement for equal. I always have to emphasize equal, not rights in any way for LGBT people. The police have been paid off by organized crime, not to raid gay bars. You were not allowed to really open one, but organized crime saw an opportunity and did. In this case, I don't think anybody knows why the police showed up, but they did. And people just felt, I've had enough, and said, no, we're not leaving. And I said there was a protest. Some people were arrested. People showed up next day. And that was really the beginning of the movement. There are still movements around the world that call themselves Stonewall Movement. There's a monument outside, because it's all in the city, West Village. As to why there's a Pride Month, why is there a parade? It's because in America, where all of us come from somewhere else, and I know people say indigenous people didn't, but they did. They came from Asia, and good for them. They got here first, but everybody came here. And we have a St. Patrick's Day, Columbus Day parade, West Indian Day parade, and I believe this coming weekend is Racial Amity Day in some.
Yes.
Got it right? So
Sunday.
groups like to show off their heritage, and the case of Pride Parade, show people that there are other people like them. It still carries a stigma in a lot of places, and I think it's wonderful that I have never had to worry about being openly gay in Somers. When my husband and I were finally allowed to get married in 2010, it was weird for me to say that, but I introduced people as my husband, or I'd say my husband. People say, "Oh, you just got married. That's great." That was the reaction, which is wonderful. And it says a lot about Somers. It says a lot about you people for setting the tone for the town. So once again, I thank you. And the library has agreed to display the plaque for the month of June so that people will recognize what a wonderful town Somers is.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Mark. And Mark, I just want to say,
Yes.
yeah, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Years ago, I was telling a person last night, a member of the school board, as a matter of fact, about when you and I were having a discussion, well, it was long before you were married. This was probably 15, 20 years ago. And I said to you, so yeah, I get the same thing. You want to, you want to be with this guy and want to be, can't we call it something else other than marriage? It sounds a little weird and all that to me. I have to admit to that. And you so patiently explained to me why it's not the same. If you're in another state, and their definition of whatever I was saying it should be called, a legal partnership or something. It's not, but every state will recognize marriage. And so you explained to me, it's not equal until we call it marriage.
Okay.
And so, I mean, the whole thing behind this and some of the other things that come up that cause controversies to people, it's about the one issue of equality that in America you are under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the 14th Amendment, guaranteed equal treatment under the law. And it's about equal opportunity and equal treatment and nothing more than that, as you said, as you always are so eloquent in doing so.
One thing which is sort of funny, but it shows it to you. After we got married, I realized you can refile your taxes for 3 years.
Oh,
So we refiled them as what do you call
Marriage filing.
married couple.
Yeah, married. Our taxes went down for those years we were able to do it. I think it was 2 years, several $1,000s a year.
So that's why you married Barry?
That's the only reason. That's for the tax reduction. It was worth it. So thank you again, everybody, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, now.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, let's go on to number 2 here. Declare Sunday, June 8th, 2025 as Race Amity Day in the town of Somers. I'll make the motion to declare that Sunday.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Number 3, petition to extend / join the Somers Consolidated Water District to 12 Hillside Drive. Anybody have any discussions on this? They are asking to,
One home, right?
it's one home.
Yeah, apparently it's already in the district.
It's already in the district, right?
Teresa confirmed that.
Okay.
So we're just like,
So they just need to connect, they just need to do a local connection to the,
Yeah, and they pay the fee as computed by Fred.
yeah, it was,
Good.
which is the buy-in fee of $915.10.
Right.
I'll make the motion to extend the petition.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Number 4, ratify the supervisor's signature on the participation letter dated May 12, 2025 for the use of the Arts Mobile created by the Arts Westchester, sponsored by White Plains Hospital in Westchester County at the 200th Elephant Hotel birthday party being held at the Somers Town Hall Elephant Hotel on May 31st, 2025. I'll make the motion to allow the supervisor to ratify.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Number 5, ratify the supervisor's signature on the request to continue coverage RCC for the private, commercial, and institutional PCI general permit for groundwater discharge of treated sanitary sewage at the Somers Library, 80 Primrose Street, Somers, New York. Make the motion to ratify.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. You get my. All right. Patty, can you do all 3? All right. Authorize the supervisor to execute. We're going to do A, B, and C all together. So I'll just go over number A, the additional services request dated March 8th, 2025, prepared by Lothrop Associates for the Somers Library Teen Room renovation in the amount of $30,200 plus $1,250 in estimated reimbursable expenses and $600 per meeting site visits over and above meetings scheduled in the proposal per memo dated May 15th, 2025 from Jessica Vesey, Library Director. B, the application of all required documents for the AED buy-down grant program for the purchase of automated external defibrillators, AEDs, to be placed in the following town buildings: Parks and Recreation Office, Van Tassel Recreation Office, Police Department, Highway Department, and the Water and Sewer Department. And then C, the Volunteer Accident Insurance contract with Philadelphia Insurance Companies for the period July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026, per May 26th, 2025 email from Robert Kehoe, Director of Finance. Anybody have any questions on these?
Good.
All good? I'll make the motion to execute A, B, and C.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Number 7, consider adoption of the resolution approving reinstatement of the Somers Energy and Environment Committee name changing from the Somers Energy Environment Committee per memo dated May 2025 from the Somers.
Just ending, we're adding and.
And we're just adding an
Okay.
and from the Somers Energy and Environment Committee.
That was the original name. And then there was committee members at that time, years ago, said, well, that's too long. Let's drop the and. And now the committee says, let's add the and back. And so
It's a rich clinch.
this
Yeah,
is,
you-
no, and nothing. Stop that. Nothing.
Yeah,
This will be a lead story on CNN later tonight, though.
I remember that, but I didn't think and made a deal, but whatever.
Well,
Fine
I
with
think
me.
it's more descriptive, some new members,
Yeah, probably. You're right.
It's more descriptive. Well,
more accurate.
Well, okay.
I don't have any problem with
Whatever.
changing
No.
the name to that.
No. No.
So I'll make a motion to consider the adoption.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Parks and Rec. Authorize hiring of day camp staff from June 30th to August 8th, 2025, and continue to hire on an as-needed basis pursuant to the county health counselor to camper ratio regulations per memo dated May 28th, 2025 from Steve Ralston, Superintendent of Parks and Recreation. This is a good thing. Our numbers are increasing over last year once again, so we still need some counselors, so this would be a good thing. I'll make the motion to authorize the hiring to continue.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so moved. Financial authorized the 2024 general fund budget modifications to cover budget shortfalls for the 2024 for the portion of the ARPA related to the highway fund per request from Robert Kehoe, Director of Finance. I'll make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Highway, no additional business. We do have some current vacancies. Once again, Affordable Housing Board, Assessment Board of Review, Veterans Committee, and the Zoning Board of Appeals. We'll go on to number 3 from Personnel. Authorize the reappointment of Ms. Teresa Stegner, Town Assessor, to a 6-year term ending September 30th, 2031, effective October 1st, 2025. I'll make the motion to authorize.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
We're lucky to have her.
Oh, we are.
We'll know that.
She's the best.
She's the best.
Number 4, authorize the hiring of Peter Lewis as a part-time available PTA laborer in the Parks and Recreation Department, an hourly rate of $19 per memo dated May 29th, 2025 from Stephen Ralston, Superintendent of Parks and Recreation, retroactive to June 2nd, 2025. Make the motion to authorize the hiring.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moved. Number 5, authorize out-of-title pay for Darwin Yanza, acting as Assistant Park Foreman at the grade of 6, Step 4 rate at the CSEA contract per memo dated May 21st, 2025 from Steve Ralston, Superintendent of Parks and Recreation, retroactive to May 20th, 2025. Got to tell you, Darwin's been a great addition. He's taking on this role. We feel he has the ability to step up once if that the foreman position ever becomes vacant. Once again, Somers, we're trying to make sure that we have some succession planning in place. Thank you so much. So I think I'd like to authorize the out-of-title pay for Darwin Yanza.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Moved.
That certainly does fill a void in the department due to some health concerns
Mhm.
of people. And so I think that this will work out great. I think you're right.
Yeah. He's been great. Number 6, acknowledge the resignation of Chris Zaffirio, part-time police officer for the town of Somers, effective May 9th, 2025. Make the motion to acknowledge.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved
With regret.
with regret. Acknowledge the resignation of Paul Padavani as a member of the Somers Zoning Board of Appeals effective May 17th, 2025. Make the motion to acknowledge.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To reappoint him tonight?
No, we'll wait until,
Wait there.
we'll wait until next.
Yeah.
I mean, we could, but we'll wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Acknowledge the resignation of Grace Zimmerman as a member of the Somers Veterans Committee at the end of her second year term on May 31st, 2025. Make the motion to acknowledge.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Grace has done a
Regret,
job.
with great regret.
With great regret. Grace has been a true staple here in the town. She's gone above and beyond for everything that she's worked on, so she'll be greatly missed. Authorize the reappointment of Jeffrey Ginsberg to the Somers Veterans Committee, 2-year term. Gilberg, sorry, to a 2-year term ending May 31st, 2027. Make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Move. Authorize the reappointment of Gina Arena to the Somers Veterans Committee to a 2-year term ending May 31st, 2027. Make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Moved.
Enthusiastically.
Authorize the appointment of Fro Broadley to the Somers Energy and Environment Committee, which serves as the pleasure of the town board effective June 6, 2025. Make the motion to authorize.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Flo is here.
Hey, we will.
Flo is here.
The pressure.
Congratulations, Flo.
So Flo, in a second term, a reprise? A reprise on the committee? You resigned at one point, right? So
Welcome back.
This is Flo 2.0, right?
Rebooted Flo.
Oh, I will speak. Flo always puts everything she has in, whatever she does.
That is true.
She was a great member back then. She took some time off like we've seen others do. She's back, refreshed, and ready to do it. So we know we'll see great things.
You have any words of wisdom for us? Because we're always looking for some wisdom.
We don't get any up here. So
Nothing in planning and engineering.
Thank you for coming.
No updates for, no additional business for police. Proposed consensus agenda. We'll put onto next week's agenda. And if anybody has any questions on that,
no.
okay. All right. Let me see here. Let's get some announcements. As discussed today, Race Amity Festival. That will be Sunday, June 8th at Reese Park, starting at 1 p.m. Somers Senior Programs presents Hudson Breeze and Harbor Feast. Wednesday, June 18th, 8 to 4. Bus departs from Van Tassel at 8 a.m. and returns at 4. If you're interested, call 914-232-0807. It's $75 per person. Payment due at sign up. Your invited networking event introducing the Westchester County partnership with RPI, and that is June 18th at 6 p.m. Captain Lawrence Brewing Company in 444 Sawmill River Road in Bedford, New York. He has a street name after him, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Isn't there a Captain Lawrence Road?
somewhere.
I think there is.
Somewhere.
His name is.
Someone
He wasn't
wild
captain.
animal
But there's,
one.
but I think they took it from the road. I don't know if it came first or second.
That's right.
Nice.
Either.
Probably.
I drive past it all the time.
Yeah, we know what you're doing.
Westchester County Clean Energy Job and Resource Fair hosted by Westchester County Office of Economic Development and Sustainable Westchester. That is Wednesday, June 18th, 2 to 6, Westchester County Center. Somers Chamber of Commerce Annual 3v3 Basketball Tournament. That takes place on July 3rd at 4:30 at Reese Park. That's just happening during our Independence Day celebration. You can contact zurikalaw@gmail.com or call 914-276-3904 if you have a team. And there's a maximum of 4 players, and there's a 2-game minimum. Town of Somers Independence Day celebration, which will be on July 3rd and 5 p.m. until the fireworks, and that will be at Reese Park. Somers Park and Recreation, music in the park 2025. Times will vary. All events are free. So for more information, you can call the office here, or it should be on the parks. We should have it on our website.
Website.
On our website, correct. Thursday, July 10th. There it is. All the bands right there. July 10th, the Leftover Band July 17th, Benson Scout Big Band. July 24th, Children's Concert in conjunction with the Somers Library. July 26th, Woody Guthrie Hootenanny at 5 p.m. That's at Mount Zion Church. And then July 31st, Rick Martin Swing Band. Not Ricky Martin, but Rick Martin Swing Band. North Salem Farmers Market, back streets, Croton Falls, New York. And they have over 30 plus vendors there, and that's June 14th. That is all I have for this evening. Do you want to do your fun fact? I'm ready for the fun fact.
Ready? I'm
Ready.
We're ready.
Okay. Well, June 5th, on this day in history, we lost in 2004, we lost Ronald Reagan. In 1969, Robert Kennedy was assassinated. My fun fact for the day
Say, that better not be the fun fact.
is
Yeah.
dolphins name each, and they're the only other species to do so other than humans.
Really?
Oh, that.
Oh, smart.
I know that's why it's a fun fact. I say this
Really?
thing after every fun fact.
So
They
Willie
came
was
up-
really,
Came up with Flipper.
Wow.
Got it.
Oh, Echo.
Neat.
That's pretty cool. Bill, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I mean, we're about entering prom and graduation season. Please have fun and be safe. Early congratulations, class of 2025.
Patty, back to you.
I'm sorry, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Somers lacrosse team. Let's go, let's go. They're going on Saturday.
Nice.
On Saturday. Yep.
We'll plan on it.
Section champ. I think I'm not going to give the date, but it's been a while.
All right.
They would,
2009,
9.
Oh, they,
Yeah.
are they?
2009, right?
Is there anything
When the
next,
section
Pat?
champs, yeah.
They won.
It's a great game.
Yeah, yeah.
we gotta support our Nikki D. Here we go.
It's a great game.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Look forward to a parade.
Rich, anything?
Yeah, tomorrow is June 6th, and so that is the most dramatic day in the 20th century, of course, D-Day. And World War II sort of hinged on that, had that invasion that day to Normandy from England. Germany didn't know which way was coming. A fake fleet sailed out of England to the north of that, to Calais, to bring German troops up there, while the real one came to the south. It's so dramatic. You just keep reading about it forever. And if it had not been successful that day, it's estimated that it would take another 18 months to 2 years to launch another, and all of history would have been different. And so it's a day that should be never forgotten. And as Patty knows, we did have here, and on Memorial Day and Veterans Day, he would march. We had a person who was actually there that day. Do you remember how old he was? 17, 18? He's really young, he said.
I think.
That would have to be, right?
But I want to
Yeah.
say his age.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who?
That's right.
That was that, I know who you're talking about.
I forgot it. I forgot his name, but he was really a very nice man,
Yes.
very interesting.
Did like his age.
And every year I'd ask for another story. But anyway, it's a day to be remembered by all who were involved. And also, I did want to mention the passing last month of a former councilman, and only Patty might know, Andy Pecunia.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, last month. Yeah, so Tom knew
Oh, I knew Andy well, yeah.
Andy.
Terrible.
Andy is a former councilman. He helped me, he supported me, but he made me a better councilman because regardless of whether we agreed on an issue or not, he'd always take a contrary sort of view. To question me, well, what about this? What about that? And so I felt he sharpened my thinking. And later this month, there'll be a day of celebration of his life. They'll be held over in Granite Springs. So I just wanted to mention Andy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Rich.
Too bad. So just on that vein, I guess yesterday was the Battle of Midway. It's a fun fact. I'm a
Fourth.
aficionado of the
Feeling-
Pacific, of the
All right.
the Pacific War.
Oh,
So if anybody wants to read a great book, Nimitz
There you
is
go.
it's an awesome one. I
Nimitz.
just wanted to mention, this weekend you hosted the 200th anniversary of the Elephant Hotel.
That's
That
great.
was such an awesome, day. And, Marty with his harmonicas.
He's howling, Marty,
He
please.
steps
Alan
out,
Marty.
he has a holster. I don't know how many, and he just goes at it.
It's true.
And, I invite people to come here and just check out the old Elephant. Vito Andriano, essentially, he's a builder. He repaired it.
Yeah.
And you found a what? A time capsule? there.
The time capsule in there, yeah, from 1938.
Really?
And it was the people who built it. They put the in a bottle, put a time capsule in there. And when Vito was actually repairing old Bet, the insides were completely destroyed. So all the wood was basically like sawdust. There were bugs in there, all sorts of things. So,
I guess
but he refurbished it. So if you want to take a look at it, she is sitting here in the Elephant Hotel, right in this room, and she's looking right at us, making sure we don't mess up.
Yeah, she's dying me.
And she's eyeing you down. But no, just great piece of work. And at that point, I mean, the celebration was a great celebration, and we had a lot of people here, and people had fun. They got to take a tour of the Elephant Hotel and kind of see all the different rooms. There's a lot of history in this town, and people got to be a part of it for the 200th anniversary.
And the cake was great, done by the local woman just lives down on 116, was LaBelle. And yeah,
Huge.
that was great.
Yeah.
They served almost 200 pieces of cake that
Yeah.
day. That's a pretty good birthday celebration.
is.
huh?
It is.
Fitting for a 200th birthday.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Anything else, Anthony?
Well, you said the Independence Day parade, but I just want to talk it up because we expect a lot of people there, and the Lions are doing a lot of work.
Mhm.
And we're getting ready for parking. Carol is sort of the senior
She's our
person on board quarterbacking
Oh.
that. So everybody come
Yeah.
on out.
And we've had some,
Great day.
the emergency access road is in.
Is it?
It's
Awesome.
in. So we should be ready to go with that to help alleviate some of the traffic. It's on the back end of where the tennis courts are. There'll be some stuff that we have to, still a few little things getting ready for that day, but it's almost we'd say about 95% of the
Have you
way
walked
through.
it?
That'll be in
Not yet. No, I'll
Exit.
probably, it'll be exit only.
that'll be exit only.
Exit only for that night. That will alleviate the
Yeah.
last year we had people walking up 139 back to the high school. So with the Lions help and with directing them through the trails and with that parking, with that emergency exit, should alleviate a lot of the traffic flow, and we'll be able to get the buses. We've ordered some more buses this year. But get there early. The limited spots at Reese Park. So if people can park at the high school, walk down through the trail, or park at Primrose, that would be great.
Or park at my house.
Or park at your house.
So watch what you offer.
And when is,
Yeah, well,
when is the kickoff? I forget.
5 o'clock.
5.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
So people will be arriving.
They'll probably arriving at 4:30. 4:15, 4:30. The basketball tournament starts at 4:30.
Okay.
So there'll be people there, and come early and stay late.
And say hi. I'll be doing the parking.
Tell me everything.
I
do.
We appreciate your support.
No problem. As I discussed with the town board a little earlier, I wanted to extend my thanks to the town of Somers. I find that all good things must come to an end. My responsibilities for my work life have grown by quite a bit. As a result, I've talked to the town supervisor and the rest of the board. I will be leaving the town board on September 30th. I will get a letter to you, Patty, stating the same. I'm going to stay through the summer so we can work through transition and so I don't leave the board shorthanded. We do have some applications in front of us that I don't want to just drop. So I'll be here for the next 5 meetings or so. It's bittersweet. Obviously, my things are going great. There's no issues. It's just that Somers has never been second place in my life. It's always been first. And when I don't think I necessarily will have the time to focus on it as much as I have for the last 18 years on the town board and 7 years before that for planning and zoning, I want to step down and have somebody else be able to do it, who can put their full heart into it for as long as I have. I said in executive session that my son was born when I was on the zoning board. My daughter was born when I was on the planning board, when I was running for office. And so they've never known, dad not to be involved and, as we all do, get stopped at games and the store for questions about everything that's going on in town. They've been a huge support, as has my phenomenal wife, who has always supported me 100%. And it's been a pleasure to serve with these gentlemen. So again, I figure 3 months is 3.5 months is a good transition time. So I can make sure we're leaving the town in already very capable hands. I mean, Rob's been a joy to deal with these last few years. So I just wanted to let everybody know they'll be deciding how they transition, but I can never express my thanks enough, and I'll say more on my last meeting, but I can never express enough thanks to the members of the town of Somers for all the support they've shown me over the last 25 some odd years that I've been on these boards, and I've lived here obviously my entire life. So just wanted to put that out there so people know I've missed a couple of meetings, and that's why. All good reasons. Nothing bad. So, but I thank you. So just wanted to put that out there.
Thanks, Tom. I mean, I'm sure everybody will have a lot to say as we get closer to that date. And but again, thank you so much for your service as well. But we'll kind of get to that swan song
Sure.
But as we get there. I do want to just say a few things to the town again. Once again, our town has rallied. Unbelievable to live here in this town and to see the outpouring of support for family members who are going through heartache. With the passing of Rob Violante, who was a Somers graduate, gave a lot to this community, gave a lot to the community where he coached and was there. He was just a great man, and I know that a lot of people in town are reeling from that. And then sad day, I was at a sort of a wake yesterday, and a celebration of life for Trevor Spano, a 12-year-old boy who for 12 years touched the lives of many people in this town. The outpouring of love and support for Trevor and for the Spano family has just been unbelievable. You can look on social media and see the support for both families. Both of those people will be missed tremendously. And again, I am so proud to be the supervisor of this town, and just the outpouring of love, support for other people is just amazing. So I couldn't be more proud of this town and how people have rallied. So thank you, Somers. Hopefully we'll get over this hump and we won't have any more of these things to deal with. But you guys have been amazing. So thank you. That being said, I'd like to make a motion
Next
to
month, or next week, we have.
next week. Oh yeah, the calendar of next week. Thank you for reminding me. Next week's calendar, June 12th, we do have our town board regular meeting, continuation of the public hearing from North Edge Realty Residential Development. And then we also have a public hearing to reinstate Chapter 26, Fire Prevention Bureau in the Code of the Town of Somers. July 10th, we're combining our meetings, work session and regular meeting. 14th, same thing. That's August 14th. And then September 4th and September 11th, work session and regular meeting. All those times are at 7 p.m. That is it for anybody else. Anything?
That's it.
If not, I'd like to make a motion to close out tonight's meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved.